Okay, so hey guys, it's me Feliciel and today we're back for a new video. So since this is my first video after taking my winter break, I thought it would be a nice way to start the 2022 year by making a video about my art resolutions of the year. I thought it would be a nice idea to share my goals with you guys because it's always nice, we can motivate each other. Each year I try to make myself some art goals because I don't really care about ooh, I'm gonna wake up earlier for this year or I'm gonna do a bunch of sports and get ripped. I'd rather actually focus on what I'm really interested in, and it's art. Each year I really try my best to set myself some realistic art goals because I find it very important so that you can actually have something to work on and it helps with the motivation of trying to get better. So the thing with finding the right goals and resolutions and how to phrase them is to make them challenging enough so that you can actually improve on something, but you really shouldn't be demotivated by it because it seems too hard or too long to do. So try to keep that in mind when you do yours. So without further ado, let me show you what my resolutions are. This year, like every other year basically, I really want to actually work on getting out of my comfort zone. Specifically, I want to get better with gouache because it's a medium that can do so many beautiful things, but I'm having a really hard time to actually stick to it. So I want to work harder on that, and also making backgrounds. I've had making backgrounds as a resolution for maybe the past 3 or 4 years, but I do think that I'm getting a bit more comfortable today with it since I've worked on perspective a bit more and stuff like that. So hopefully this year is going to be the right one for this. I find myself way too often doing the same thing where I just draw random portraits of people, usually of pretty girls, because that's what I find easy. And do I really improve doing that? Not so much. The second goal I have on my list is to expand my art shop. So if you know me, you might know that I have an Etsy shop and I sell a couple of prints. And that's basically it. They're all the same size. The drawings that are on them aren't necessarily super recent, and I haven't really been doing much advertising or that much things with it. It's just there with a link in my descriptions each time, but I don't necessarily mention it all the time. So I really want to actually work harder on making my shop grow. By doing that, I want to advertise it more and make new products. In these new products are things that are going to be very exciting. I will soon be announcing some new stickers. They're not ready yet, so hold your horses. But I am really working hard on making stickers of designs that I've had, and I'm super excited because I'm super proud of them. I have the first test versions on my sketchbook. Stickers have always been something I really wanted to do because it's something that I particularly enjoy having and buying from people, and because it is very affordable and I don't want to only be selling €8 prints all the time. And apart from the stickers, I also want to make cards. So what I mean by cards, it's birthday cards, Valentine's Day cards, Christmas cards, etc. You get the idea. I want to research more what designs I want to do in those cards because I don't want it to be just some random A4 paper that I fold in half and have a print on it, because that would be too easy. And I want something that's a bit more thought out and intricate. So this year I'm going to try and put aside some time to work on all these things for my shop. My third art goal is actually to get into tattooing. So I already mentioned it in this channel, might not be news to you, but I am planning on becoming a tattoo artist in the future. Normally, I will very soon be getting the materials I need to actually start practicing, and I really want to set a goal, which is that I want to have my first couple of volunteers at least by the end of 2022. Normally, that is fairly realistic and doable, but I don't want to set up a standard that is too high as a goal because I don't want to be demotivated by it, since it is a long-term goal to get into tattooing. So this goal can be actually torn down into different bits, which is getting the materials, but that is a very short goal, make more tattoo flashes, because I've done some in the past, but I really want to expand my book and my portfolio a bit more and start practicing with the different techniques and the different materials. I would also like for 2022 to be a year where I have more of a structure. What I mean by that is to actually find myself a routine. That means that I will make myself a schedule because I really want to get into streaming as well. What that means is that on certain days I'll have a specific time where I'll be streaming, and that will be the same every week, because that's how you can grow an audience, and that's something that I really need to work on more and put more efforts in. And since in these streams I'll be drawing, it's kind of like two birds and one stone, because I also want to have a more regular drawing practice time. I personally recently got into like watching art streamers on Twitch, and I find that it's a really nice thing to do, which is why I really want to work more on possibly being the art streamer that people watch. Then I have this small resolution, which is to draw outside more often, because with the pandemic and everything, and since I stopped art school, I've been just staying at my flat indoors all the time, and it's not really nice for the creative juices. And since I'm like right next to Paris, I really want to actually spend more time enjoying the city. So then I have this other goal that I set every year as well, which is to find my art style. And realistically, I don't think I'll ever manage to tick off that goal. What I mean by that is that I don't think that I, as an artist, can see what my style is, but maybe other people can. So I would like to work a bit more on finding my style, as in analyzing styles that I like and trying to make drawings where I incorporate those things. And it's not necessarily a goal that I tick off, it's just I want to work on it a bit more. I also want to make more videos on YouTube, so it's basically just continuing with my consistency of one video a week, because it's really something that I realize that I love doing so much. It's filming those videos, editing them, thinking of other ones, etc., and finding new way of innovating things. In the same line, I want to work a bit more on making TikTok videos, because these days when I make TikTok videos, it's just that like, ooh, I haven't done one in like a long time. Maybe I should do like a half-assed one, you know? So I want to work on making more thoughtful videos for TikTok and also be more consistent and put that inside of my schedule as well. And my last two resolutions are that I want to make more traditional art, like illustrations that are on paper and not just random doodles on my sketchbook or digital illustrations. Because when I find a nice idea to draw as an illustration, I directly head to my drawing tablet or my iPad, and I realize that I haven't done like a traditional piece in a long ass time, and it's something that I think is also an important practice. And the last goal is to make more original characters. I've had some OCs in the past and I completely abandoned them. I had two, I believe. I had Rylan and Nick, but like I genuinely think I haven't drawn them in like maybe 2 years. So either picking up those characters again, or it can also be making new OCs, because it's something that's exciting to draw and you don't necessarily have to think it out so much. No need to find references, no need to think out about the character design. Picking up OCs would be a great way to just have more fun and less stress and struggle to finding something to draw. And that basically wraps up this video. I hope that sharing my art goals and resolutions for 2022 might have helped you and helped you find what your resolutions are. I really want to emphasize the fact that you need to find your art resolutions or goals in general that aren't too challenging, so that you're not like demotivated, but that really makes you want to work harder and work more towards an improvement of yourself. So here's to a new year where we can make so much art, and a year that will be hopefully better than the last year. I mean, at this point, also the previous year. So if you like this video, you can like it. If you like, you can also comment down below what your resolutions are. Maybe I'll steal some from your list. You can also subscribe to this channel because I make art videos every Monday at 4 p.m. Central European Time. And yeah, that's basically all that I have to say. I hope you're having a nice week. And yeah, see you next time. Tschüss!